Welcome back to Chats and Grinds. It's Javier. What's up, guys? Hope you had a good weekend. Today, I want to talk to you about what every self-help book tries to talk to you about, what every self-help book claims to tell you. I have so many friends. They're all up on the self-help. They listen to the self-help podcasts. They listen to the self-help audiobooks. They read the books. They read the books backwards. They read them upside down. They're just squeezing out all that nice self-help they can get. And to tell you the truth, I've read about 3 of these books, but I have watched a lot of reviews on YouTube on these books. And I feel like most self-help books are going to teach you 3 things. They all have these 3 things in common. And those 3 things are very basic. One is take accountability for your actions. And yes, that is very important. I agree with taking accountability for your actions. But that doesn't really give you a plan. Any parent will say to their child, hey, take accountability for your actions. But it's not until you reach a certain point in your life where you realize, what does that even mean? You actually may go through life and never fully grasp it. I know you've met those people. And there's no magic bullet that's going to help you realize that. It takes a certain amount of factors in your life to catalyze you to see that vision. So we can all talk about take accountability for your actions, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really give us something to work on. Now, the second one is have goals. And yes, this is another one where, okay, yes, we all have goals. We all want to have goals. Maybe there are those people out there that don't have goals. And those people are probably not the ones that are taking the time to read self-help books. So to say have goals and make goals, I feel is redundant for this type of audience. The problem is that still doesn't really give us much to work with, right? We all have goals, but does it give us something tangible, some kind of method that we can use? Are we creating some kind of strategy to get those goals? If you just have goals and you're not doing anything about it, then those goals are really just dreams. So what we need is actually some strategies to help us get to those goals. And so that takes us to our third one, where we actually get some advice on how to achieve those goals. And I think there's 2 parts to this. They kind of go together. The first part is how to not procrastinate. And the second part is how to not get overwhelmed with your goal or goals, or the depth of your goal, or the length of your ultimate destination. Because maybe our goals are quite large, maybe we aspire very high, yet when we look at that goal, it seems so far away. It seems like such a grand thing that when we look at it, we feel awe. It's like looking up at a mountain. And at that point, we realize that it's impossible for us. So these 2 strategies, I think, are the ones that give us the tools to really work on things. These are strategies that we can actually employ to get to where we want to go. So let's look at how to not procrastinate. I'll give you a really easy example, which is creating this channel. I've been talking about creating this channel for at least a year and a half, and I hadn't done anything about it. Now, the reason I hadn't done anything about it was because I didn't really understand what this was going to look like. I didn't understand how to create a video, what are the concepts, what are the logistics of creating a video, and all these small details in producing the video. There was so much mystery around that, and there was a lot of anxiety about how to go about it and where to even start. And when you are at that point is when you procrastinate. But what you should do is to figure out what is the smallest step I can take. My goal was creating videos that are 10, 12 minutes long. But what if you just created 10-second videos or a 15-second video? And I stumbled across that not because I was looking for it, but it was rather inadvertent. Because during the winter, I had come back to Korea and I was in quarantine. And I started creating videos of myself exercising, and I started adding commentary to it. Not like a voice commentary, but more like a written commentary. And at that time, what I did was I would record each exercise, and then after I had done a full workout, which was about 5 or 6 exercises, I would create these 15-second videos for each. And I would tie it up in some kind of theme. So I would have these maybe like a 50-second or 45-second commentary that I would do, and I would post these on Instagram just for my friends and the few followers I have. Don't make fun, don't be bullied. So once I was able to do that, then I knew, okay, if I can do this, I can just make it bigger now. But being able to take that first step was very crucial. It was important that I showed myself that I could do it without the audio, because scripting and writing these longer videos takes so much more logistics and planning. And if I could do it on a small time frame, I knew that I could do it on a longer time frame. It just meant that I had to come up with bigger topics and more things to talk about. So I think that leads us into our next step, which is, whoa, our goal is so big. And so we may get discouraged because these goals are so large. And so what we have to do is, just like I took that 12-minute video and broke it into pieces, that's what we have to do with our goals. We have to look at our goal and we have to say, okay, we have to climb this very big mountain, but all I have to do is worry about putting one step at a time. We know this mountain's going to be 10,000 steps, but all I have to worry about is making one step. Just one step every minute. Just one step. That's it. So that was the tactic that, in a sense, I relearned as I was making this, because I've done this, relearned this life lesson so many times now. The first part was creating those 15-second videos, because that seemed so much more manageable. There was a lot less mystery around it and a lot less anxiety. So it's very doable. So the 2 steps here are, first, how to not procrastinate. Number 1, break whatever you have into 1,000. Sometimes we have to humble ourselves, right? Because we believe, oh, this thing is so easy. And then when we go to do it, or we've seen somebody else do it and we try to do it, we can't do it. So maybe this thing that we thought that was going to take us 5 minutes actually does require 1,000 steps, or 1,000,000 steps, or 1,000,000,000 steps. But we have to go ahead and create those. We have to admit that this is a challenge and that this is something that we're not prepared to do, but that we have the ability to do it if we just focus on those tiny steps. So break your task into 1,000,000 parts, then take that first step. And that first step should be something that is not so overwhelming, something that's not going to give you a lot of anxiety, and something that you can, from now on, create this plan where you are taking one step, one step, one step every day. And so that's how I went from making 15-second clips to my third video on YouTube. And I hope I can make more for you guys. So subscribe, give me some comments, tell me how you accomplish your tasks, and I'll see you on the next one. See you.